Hey everyone, welcome to this deep dive. You guys sent in some seriously cool articles about AI, and we're going to unpack them with you. We're talking open source AI for coding, even predicting protein structures. Plus, get this, AI might be changing the workplace in ways we haven't even thought of. And the best part, this is all fresh stuff, like straight from November 11th and 12th, 2024. So we're talking cutting edge here.
It really is mind-blowing how fast AI is evolving. These advancements could seriously change everything.
Right. Let's jump right in with some news from Alibaba Cloud. They just dropped this open source AI coding model called Qwen2.5-Coder, and get this, the 32B version. It's apparently going toe-to-toe with the giants like GPT-4 and Claude 3.5 Sonnet on some major benchmarks. And I gotta ask, what does open source even mean?
Great question. It means anyone can use, change, and even share the code for this AI model. This is huge because it means smaller developers and researchers, they can finally get their hands on this cutting-edge AI tech, without breaking the bank.
So it's like AI for everyone. I love it. And it's not just one size fits all either.
Yeah.
Alibaba Cloud released Qwen2.5-Coder in like 6 different sizes.
Exactly. It's like
Yeah.
you wouldn't use a sledgehammer to crack a nut, right? You pick the right tool for the job. Same with AI coding models. Having different sizes means developers can choose what fits their needs and what their, computers can handle.
That makes a lot of sense. And this Qwen2.5-Coder, it's not just about making code. It can fix code and even think across more than 40 programming languages. Imagine switching between languages like it's nothing while you're working on a project.
That's the kind of power we're talking about. It's all about efficiency. And guess what? We're already seeing Qwen 2.5 coder in tools like that Cursor Code Assistant, which could make coding so much smoother. And there's this buzz about using it to create artifacts, which are like visual stuff made right from code. Websites, video games, all just from code. Alibaba Cloud is even launching this code mode on their Tongyi website, where users can make websites, mini games, data charts. The possibilities are crazy.
It sounds like a game changer, not just for the techies, but for anyone who wants to create using code. But hold on, we got another big open source story. Google DeepMind just dropped AlphaFold3. This is the protein prediction model that snagged a Nobel Prize. Like, how cool is that? It can predict those complex 3D structures of proteins, the building blocks of life, and how they interact with other molecules, even potential drugs.
This is a total breakthrough. It's like having this super-powered microscope that can see all the tiny details of these molecules, which is super important for things like medicine and biology. Understanding protein structures is key to developing new drugs and therapies, and now researchers everywhere can use this knowledge to speed up their work.
This is seriously impressive stuff. I remember when AlphaFold first came out, it was a pretty big deal. But wasn't there, like, some controversy about how it was released?
Yeah, you're right. At first, DeepMind only let people use AlphaFold through this restricted website. So researchers had to send in their protein sequences and then just wait for the results. And that caused a bit of a stir in the science world because, a lot of researchers thought this groundbreaking tool should be totally open source, so everyone could work together and speed up scientific discoveries.
So what happened? Did DeepMind finally give in?
They did. Now, anyone can download AlphaFold 3, as long as it's not for making money. It's a huge win for open science. There is one little thing, though. The training weights, think of it like the secret ingredient that makes AlphaFold so powerful. Those are still only for academics right now.
Still a big step forward, though. And it seems like AlphaFold coming out has really pushed things forward in the open source world. The articles you shared mentioned other companies like Baidu and ByteDance are working on their own open source protein prediction tools.
Exactly. And there's even this startup, Chai Discovery. They're based in San Francisco. They're building a completely open source version of AlphaFold, even with the training weights. So anyone could use and change the model, no restrictions. It's a pretty exciting time to be working in this field. So much innovation and collaboration happening.
It's amazing to think about the potential impact this could have on, drug discovery, disease research, and even just understanding how life works at the molecular level. Now let's switch gears a bit and talk about how AI might be changing the workplace. One of the articles you shared, it was a survey from Capgemini, it predicts that AI could lead to a pretty big shift in how companies are structured. They call it a diamond-shaped organization.
It's a fascinating idea, and it makes sense when you think about how AI is probably going to automate a lot of those jobs that, entry-level employees do now. As AI takes over those routine tasks, the demand for mid-level managers with specialized skills, in things like data analysis, AI strategy, AI implementation, that's going to go up.
So instead of that traditional pyramid structure, with loads of entry-level workers at the bottom, we might see more of a diamond shape, with like a wider middle filled with these super skilled managers. What does that even mean for people just starting their careers?
That's a really important question, and it shows how important reskilling and upskilling programs are. AI is changing what work looks like, so we need to give people the skills to succeed in this new world. We need to focus on skills that work with AI, like critical thinking, being creative, solving complex problems, and emotional intelligence, things humans are still better at.
It sounds like a wake-up call for everyone, for people, schools, and companies to start thinking about how to adapt and get ready for these changes. But let's not forget about all the amazing potential AI has to make healthcare better. One of the articles you sent, it really caught my eye. It's about this new AI tool that can check for high blood pressure and diabetes just by looking at high-speed video of your face and palm. No needles, no blood tests.
That's incredible, right? I think it's especially great for people who hate needles or just don't like going to the doctor. Imagine if getting screened for these conditions was as easy as recording a quick video.
And the accuracy is amazing. The study found it could detect high blood pressure with 94% accuracy and diabetes with 75% accuracy, all just from looking at blood flow patterns in the videos. Even the researchers were surprised how well it worked for diabetes.
Those are definitely promising results, and it shows how AI could completely change how we think about healthcare. This technology is still pretty new, and we need more research to confirm it's accurate and reliable for everyone and in different situations. But the possibilities are seriously exciting.
This is like the future of healthcare, right here, right now. But before we get too excited, maybe we should talk about, the downsides. Like analyzing people's faces and palms with AI to figure out if they're sick. It sounds kind of sci-fi, doesn't it?
Yeah, I get that. It's important to remember that with any new tech, especially when it comes to our health, there are things to consider.
Exactly. Like, who gets to see this data? And how do we make sure it's not used for bad stuff, like insurance companies discriminating or, those targeted ads that follow you around the internet? That's scary.
You're right to be concerned about those things. Transparency and data security are super important. These companies, they need to be open about how they collect, store, and use the data. And obviously, we need strong rules to prevent, anyone getting access to this info who shouldn't.
That's good to hear. It makes me feel better knowing that all this exciting AI stuff isn't ignoring the need to, be responsible.
For sure, it's all about finding that balance, pushing the boundaries of what's possible, but also protecting people's privacy.
Well, on that note, I think it's time to wrap up this amazing deep dive. We've explored so much today, from those open source coding models to protein prediction tools that are revolutionizing science. We even talked about AI that can analyze videos to see if people might have health conditions. It's been an incredible journey.
It has. I hope you, our listener, are feeling inspired by everything we talked about today. AI is changing the world so fast, and it's up to all of us to stay informed and be part of these important conversations. We need to help shape the future of this incredibly powerful technology.
Absolutely. And a huge thank you to you for joining us on this deep dive. Remember, the future of AI is not set in stone. We can all help guide it towards a future that benefits everyone. Until next time.